Hey guys, what's up and welcome to Z Reviews Tech. I have here the BIGBIGWON Elitist S controller. It costs about 50 bucks on Amazon, and in this package what you get is the controller. You also get a wireless dongle as well as a pretty thick USB cable as well for wired connections. They also sent me the R100 wireless dongle, which I originally thought was for this Elitist S controller. But actually no, this dongle is actually for you to connect your various console controllers to your PC. And I didn't test it out, so I'm not going to talk about this basically at all. I'm just going to focus on the Elitist S controller. Okay, so what I have here in my hand is the BIGBIGWON controller, the Elitist S. It actually feels pretty good to the touch. It has a nice soft matte finish. It definitely is a little bit heavier than what I'm used to because I've been basically using this GameSeer T4 Pro controller for, I don't know, like the past couple of months. This one is definitely heavier. It feels nicer to the touch for sure. There's no doubt about that. Yeah, in terms of buttons, you've got your basic complement of buttons. The one thing here to, I guess, be aware of is, as you can see, the A and B buttons here are kind of switched compared to like a regular controller where it's B and A. This is kind of more like the switch configuration, I guess. It doesn't really affect you that much because you can switch it back, so not really a big deal. It's just what they printed on here, B and A. It's a little bit different, so yeah. You also have a turbo button, as most of these controllers have nowadays, a turbo. And then you have your standard, shoulder trigger buttons. And then at the back, you actually have a macro button where, so if you're playing Street Fighter or something that's really combo heavy, you just program a set of buttons and then you press this or this, and then it just executes that combo for you if that's what floats your boat. So I took the opportunity to quickly test this controller out with two games that I have on my laptop, Stardew Valley and Dirt Rally 2, which is incidentally a very, very difficult game. So if you see me like die or crash, then, don't judge. So here I have Stardew Valley, and I'm currently playing it with the BIGBIGWON controller, and we'll just wait for it to load. Yeah, I've been playing around with this for a little bit, and I have to say it actually feels pretty good. I like it. I actually like it better than the GameSeer T4 Pro, even though it's like only like $15 more, which is actually a pretty good price. I will say that the way the buttons depress, and it actually feels pretty good. The one thing I don't like about it though is that the buttons click pretty loud. So I'm just gonna shut up for a little bit, and you guys just listen to what the buttons sound like as I'm hitting them. And now the trigger buttons. There you go. So yeah, that's one downside. Doesn't bother me too much because I'm usually either wearing headphones or I have the speakers on pretty loud, so not a problem for me. Again, this game here does not really showcase the I guess the ability of the controller, like dead zones and whatnot, because it's Stardew Valley, guys, come on. It's a pretty simple game to play. You just walk around with the controller, and that's about it. I'm gonna play around with this a little bit more just to show you guys. But I'm gonna move on to Dirt Rally next, which is a lot harder, and you can actually see the dead zones at work as I drive around. Okay, there we go, Dirt Rally. This game is actually a lot harder, and you'll be able to see the dead zones work a lot better than Stardew Valley. So yeah, as you can see, that's look around. This is gonna be turn. I'm playing it with a very slow car just so that it's not so hard. Oh boy, I'm gonna die. No. Anyway, but yeah, so the dead zones here are a lot better as well in terms of like a responsiveness, and I don't have to tilt it very much for it to actually work, which is actually very nice. Sorry, I'm really bad at this game. It's really difficult. I'm used to playing Need for Speed instead of Dirt Rally 2, where it's like so realistic. Oh boy, I don't even know where I'm going anymore. I'm just gonna this way. I have no idea. I'll just crash into some people and see what happens. Anyway, okay, what was I doing? Okay, yeah, so this controller is actually pretty good. I like it. I'm going to talk about two things before I conclude. The first is the Bluetooth range. Again, it's great. The Bluetooth range is something like I can be 2 rooms away and it still works really well. In terms of the other thing would be battery life. The battery life, I played for about 7 hours. So it's a little bit worse than I thought it was going to be because I was expecting like 8 or 9. But with 7 hours is actually not so bad. It's could be better, of course. But 7 hours I guess is good enough for a controller like this. Okay, conclusion time. So if you're looking to buy a controller to replace your PS4 or Xbox controller, I would say no, this is not the controller for you. Just because a controller like this is at best on par with the Xbox or PS4 regular controller, not the Elite, mind you. However, if you need a controller to, you need like an extra one, for example, then yes, this is actually a pretty good one. Is this the best, third-party controller on the market? No, it's not. The 8-bit Do is actually the best one, or the best value one on the market. This is not. But it's a pretty good option if you do check it out. So check out the link down below and let me know what you think in the comments down below. All right, thanks so much for watching and have a good one.